quick wrap of the week in markets with Leanne Jones from Bell Direct.
ASX 200 has in fact closed up 1.4% for the week, and it's been another stellar performance, really being driven by a strong reporting season. Of course, we have reached post-GFC highs and we've seen 7 consecutive days of gains now. But looking at that reporting season, this week we know has been the busiest week with over 90 major companies that did report, and we are in fact about 75% of the way through, with the remainder of companies due to report next week. So far it does look like earnings have been pretty strong, and it looks like we are on track to beat expectations of about a 12% increase in earnings. Looking at the performance so far though, we've seen about 53% of companies exceeding expectations, which is in fact the best result we've seen in over 9 years. We've seen about 71% of companies increasing their profits, and about 67% of companies have in fact increased their dividends, really reflecting investors' appetite for yield. Looking at those resources in the banks, it really does look like they have been the leaders over this reporting season, although BHP did come through with a fairly disappointing result, which really provided an anchor for the market, the underperformer being those industrials companies. Our market this week has also risen off the back of some strong economic data continuing to come out of the US, expectations that monetary policy is likely to remain easy for some time. Of course, we saw central bank commentary from Governor Glenn Stevens over here in Australia, and of course from the Fed over in the US. And also it does look like a lot of those geopolitical tensions have eased off. Having a look at the best performers this week, that energy sector up 3.6%, followed by healthcare up 2.9%. However, it was that materials sector that was the worst performer, down close to 1%. And of course, we did see that weaker than expected flash manufacturing data coming through from China, which really provided a bit of negativity for that materials sector. Having a look at the week ahead, it really will be all eyes on that Jackson Hole meeting, and in particular commentary from Janet Yellen's speech, although a lot of the focus will be on commentary around monetary policy and of course the US labour market as well. Next week will be the final week of reporting season, as I mentioned, with about 50 major companies due to report, notably the majors being Worley Parsons, Qantas, Flight Centre as well as Woolworths. In terms of economic data, it will be fairly quiet. On Wednesday we have June quarter construction data, Thursday we have June quarter capital spending and new home sales, and finally on Friday we have private sector credit due through for July. So certainly another big week, particularly in terms of earnings reporting season. We are hoping that we'll continue to see some strong earnings coming through that really will continue to push our market higher.